pastor of Jubilee Christian Center here in Fairlawn, Virginia. I am so blessed to have this time with you. I will talk to you about something that's on my heart that I think is relevant to anyone's heart, but especially a believer. Seeing that the believer is not only in this world and have to deal with the same things that others do, but at the same time we have the responsibility of arising to the place where we're actually that city on the hill that can't be hid, where we don't bear and become a reflection of what's going on in the world. How many of you have been troubled about the events and things that's going on in the world? I never dreamed that in 1980 that the times and the signs that come with the time of Jesus' return would actually be so clear to see. And we have just in 1 week, we have wars and rumors of wars, and we have conflicts within our own nation here in the United States. And I just want to encourage you to not let that be the majority share your focus. As a believer, there are certain injustices and things that have to be dealt with, but the lion's share of our efforts should come to Colossians 3, verse number 1. It said, if you then be risen with Christ, seek those things which are above. Set your affections on things above, not on things on the earth. The Apostle Paul actually told Timothy, or I think it's 2 Timothy 2, he said that the soldier is not entangled with the affairs of this life in order he might please him who had chosen to be a soldier. I think of Jesus' words when he said, see to it that you be not troubled. These things are going to happen. Troubled times are going to come. But in the church, I would encourage you to do the things that put you in a position to be a grace bearer, that you actually carry grace that is the ability to change the environment for other people's sake. In Isaiah 60, verse number 1, said that when gross darkness fills the earth, which is what we're looking at now, an intensifying of darkness, problems, perplexities. The Apostle Paul even prophesied and said at the end times will be full of peril or danger everywhere. Child of God, we don't have to be a picture of what's going on around us. The Bible actually tells us in Hebrews, the 10th chapter, verse number 25, it says that in the end times, they said that you ought to be associated with those who are connected somewhere to a body of believers, and forsake not the assembling of yourself together. Listen at this next part. He said, even as you can see the day approaching. You want a defining moment in your life? Why don't you choose to get connected somewhere where they minister faith in your life, faith that overcomes the world. 1 John 5:4 says, this is the victory that overcomes the world, even our faith. Child of God, we're not supposed to be a picture of what's going on around us, but rather be a picture of God's grace to get us through these troubling times. All the wisdom, all the grace, all the enabling of God that we need is in His Word. It's never changed. It's timeless, yesterday, today, and forever. But Hebrews 10:25 does tell us that. It said, forsake not the assemblies of yourself together, such as the manner of some is. But it also says, as we can see the day approaching, that it should be a greater priority. Child of God, you and I both can see that the day's approaching. Let's make sure that we stay locked in, keep our fellowship in right. Find the pastor that God's got for your life. Find the church that God's assigned for you. Find the church family that God's got for you. And you plant yourself in that garden. And the Bible tells us very clearly in the book of Psalms, it said, those that are planted in the house of God shall prosper and flourish in the courts of God. I'm speaking blessings on you today. Focus on what you have the most control over. And one of those key things in your life is your home church. Get locked in somewhere. Get in on the word in a good church family with a pastor, appointment, a shepherd. Someone who can feed, guide, and protect. You don't have to be a picture of the end times. Let's be a rudder and help guide people through it. God bless you. I want to welcome you here to Jubilee Christian Center, 7331 Lee Highway here in Fairlawn, Virginia. We'd love to have you. We'll help build your life, move it to another level, and give you an exposure to the love of God you've never seen before, and faith that overcomes the world. Bless you until I see you again.
Thank you for taking time out to view this from Pastor Gary Hash, a word that God placed on his heart. Please join us at Jubilee Christian Center. Our Sunday morning worship service starts at 10:30 a.m. Our address is 7331 Lee Highway, Fairlawn, Virginia, 24141. If you're looking for a place of new beginnings, please join us. We promise you that the love that you will witness is never changing.